My name is Cedric Ludlow.
And how old are you?
I am 27 years old. It was really all of the big sense of gravitas were before we moved in. After we moved in, it was just mostly relief because, well, all this stuff's in here. We can figure out the rest later because I am exhausted and I want to fall on the floor. And I did, and I slept, and it was a bad sleep, but
Well, even with
the first sense I got when I was moving in here, honestly, it was like 1 a.m. and we were running a load of stuff over before movers came the next day. So it took a while for it to really set in, and a lot of that actually happened before I moved in because I remember I told my dad, oh, my partner and I have bought a house. And he was kind of angry at me because how dare I not consult him? And I'm thinking, Jim, you live in a different country. What am I supposed to do here? This old house is the old house. Then, I mean, we're still continually trying to make this place feel like it really is a reflection of who we are and where we want to live. So you'll see like there are still boxes around that just we haven't gotten to, or like other like big projects that we did to try to make this feel like everything behind me we built ourselves. And like about 6 months ago, which was an undertaking. When I first moved to the States in 2020, my partner was living in a brand new house up in Bennington, and it was nice. I liked the layout and everything, but this feels like it's more got a story to tell, and I like living in a place that has a story.
We've been trying to get tomatoes to grow for like 3 years, and this is the first year. Not only have they fruited, but they've just gone absolutely crazy. That is a terrifying looking bug. I want nothing to do with it. We've had success with peppers, but never tomatoes. So this is the first year we've had anything that resembles a tomato harvest, and those plants are 6 feet tall.
Well,
And then
it's exciting.
Years because there were a series of owners who were like here for a year or two and then moving on. But looking back in the past, I've seen like people are living here for 10, 20, 30 years. So I'd have to imagine that this was a home to them, and people were doing renovations, making changes to make this place feel like home to them. So I would imagine, yeah, this home has been home to more than just myself, and I love that. I know the previous owners were a gay couple from Montana who ended up moving to Emeryville, California, which was kind of something that really spoke to me when I was doing my first tours. I see these pictures of these two guys who were married, and that made me feel, oh, I could do the same, because it shows that this neighborhood, this community is a safe place. I answered that in a strange way, but yeah, that's what I know about the previous owners. Then there was this other guy who had this awful green paint in here, and that's the extent of my knowledge. Having the queer identity here before is very much having the queer identity here told me that this place is safe for me. This place is somewhere I can live, be myself, and not worry too much about whatever the person there lives says about me, because I know there are people who are over there who are actively supportive. That was actually a gift from my godfather when I finished grad school. That was painted by his sister. I believe her name is Julie Dodds. She's the artist who did that. And that is a piece of birch bark from just outside my mom's hometown in Kenora, Ontario. So if you, I don't know if there's anything behind me, but I'm absolutely obsessed with raccoons. If like I think there isn't a single room in this house without some form of picture or statuette or plush of a raccoon, so it's kind of one of my things. And I've tried to incorporate that into the house. Same with like the way I keep my plants about. That's kind of a newer reflection of myself. I didn't know I liked those until like 6 months ago though, so that was a bit of a surprise.
What is your favorite thing about this house?
That is a good question. My favorite thing about this house would be... This is kind of my favorite and least favorite. Like, it's unique, and every time something goes wrong and we have to have like a contractor out here, they look at this and say, I have never seen anyone do this. Why would they do this? But at the same time, like, the house is weird. We're weird. It's a queer identity. So, like, I like that it's kind of a reflection of the messiness of our identities and who we are as people. Because, like, it's old, it's unique, and I just really like the whole process of making it feel like this is our place rather than this is a place we live in.